Welcome to the RadioU podcast. I'm Hudson.
And I'm Allie.
Coming up, how can you make chicken pot pie even better?
Also, is Nikki a bear thief?
All that and more on the way next.
RadioU mornings where music is going.
Yes, Dee Dee.
I'm going to play that so many times today. Dee Dee from yesterday with our new jingle. I don't want to alarm anybody, but your Tylenol could have rodent droppings in it.
Oh.
8772 RadioU. The FDA has issued a recall, the Food and Drug Administration, for here. What's crazy is the combo of products that they have recalled. Tylenol, Pringles, Coca-Cola, Allie, Cheerios, Nutella, Gatorade, and Advil and Benadryl and Tylenol, like we already covered, all have been recalled due to potential rodent and bird contamination.
So what you're telling me is all of these products are made in the same factories or they're a part of the same supply chain?
It sounds like they're all distributed by the same company.
Oh.
And so this is where the problem is I guess, I don't know, like the company that makes Pringles and the company that makes Coca-Cola, for certain regions, they take their shipment of Pringles and they go drop it off at this place.
Yeah.
And then that place takes like trucks and smaller, splits it up and takes it to its different stores.
Yeah.
And so all these places were in this, whatever, it's called Gold Star Distribution, which may be about to go out of business after this, I guess. And they were distributing all these things. And apparently investigators found rodent excreta.
What does that even mean?
I think you know what it means.
I've never heard that.
Rodent urine, and bird droppings in storage areas where packaged foods, medications, cosmetics, pet foods, and other items were stored.
Gross.
That's bad. So take your entire pantry and just swipe your arm through it into the garbage. Yeah. Now, here is what may be good news potentially, depending on where you live. This is only for places. This is only for these products if you bought them in Indiana, North Dakota, or Minnesota.
Random.
Yeah.
Very random.
Indiana doesn't even border those other two.
I know. That's like random distribution areas where this is affecting.
The center is in, of course, Minneapolis.
Okay.
Tough time for Minneapolis right now.
Yeah, they don't need this.
No, they definitely don't. And so, they were distributing out to Indiana, Minnesota, and North Dakota. So for most of the RadioU audience,
we're probably
it's probably unlikely that you have this stuff, but I don't know. Is it guilty by association?
Have you shopped in Indiana anytime recently? Maybe throw that stuff out.
Yeah, there's other stuff. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I'm not listening to.
Yeah, it says like over 2,000 products, or nearly 2,000
Heinz
products.
ketchup.
Don't tell Nene.
Jolly Ranchers.
It's so random. Like the amount of, it's all just random stuff.
I mean, like literally, if you're in Indiana, Minnesota, or North Dakota, I just feel like everything you have ever bought.
Contaminated.
Yeah, you have to throw it away because can you really be sure?
Yeah.
There's this whole long list of stuff. And then, it's just like, what if the other stuff that you have that's not on this list was like in the truck with this other stuff that had rodent excreta on it?
Right. Well, I always love to look through the pantry and do that whole thing. Like, I think I told you this yesterday, the Geico ant commercial where the ant's looking through the fridge and she's like, expired. So now you can go look through your pantry and be like, contaminated,
It's
throw it all
of it.
away.
It's all of it. I'm really glad I don't live in Indiana all the time, but particularly today. We're in the midst of awards season. It's kicked off. The Golden Globes, I feel like, got it started, or maybe the Critics' Choice Awards are a little before that. But the Golden Globes are like when we really head into awards season. Mm-hmm. Golden Globes, they made some headlines this year because they added some new categories, including Best Podcast.
Right. Why weren't we nominated, Golden Globes?
Why weren't we nominated? Maybe it's the same reason that Joe Rogan wasn't nominated.
Okay.
Because when the nominations came out, a lot of people said the same thing. How is the Joe Rogan Experience not up for best podcast.
Right. It's always in the top.
Yeah. I for me personally, I see some of the highlights sometimes. I never really listen to it, but obviously it's like at the top of the charts always.
Yeah.
All the other podcasts that were nominated were other ones that were just like super popular, top of the charts podcasts. But how do you just ignore Joe Rogan? Maybe some people were like, oh, it's political, or they just don't like it, blah, blah, blah. But he just explained the reason why his podcast was nominated.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think it actually is the same reason. It's kind of the same reason we weren't nominated.
Oh, okay.
He says that for the Joe Rogan Experience and for any podcast to be nominated for a Golden Globe, you had to fill out these forms and blah, blah, blah. And it came with a fee that was $500.
They make you pay to get nominated?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Which is maybe makes sense for like movies and TV shows because it's a lot of publicity for those.
Yeah.
For the Golden Globes for a podcast, what is Joe Rogan going to get more listeners because he wins an award or because he's nominated?
Yeah, it doesn't mean that much.
Now, I think the other side of the coin is like $500 to the Joe Rogan Experience and too many other movies is so little that it's just like, why not?
But also, if you don't care about the Golden Globes, you don't want to have to pay for any notoriety from them.
Yeah. So he said he didn't, he declined. I mean, the $500 is just another, maybe what pushed you over the edge because he goes, I just didn't want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
So it's not important to him.
Yeah.
Why do you need that? You're already, they just started doing a podcast award, so it's not like this long-standing prestigious thing.
Yeah.
And so that is why $500. Why pay $500? Go through all that hassle. Have to go to the award show if you don't like award shows. And for what? Nobody's going to start listening to the Joe Rogan Experience because of the Golden Globes.
Now I need to look up and see information on how these big award shows charge people to be nominated. Because I think that will give a lot of insight into, what movies get nominated and what movies don't. And so, I feel like, because if they're asking $500 for a podcast, and this is the Golden Globes, which isn't even the most respected award show, as you said, what are they asking for the movies? What are they asking for the shows? It has to be different. I would imagine it's not $500 for everything,
I don't know. That wouldn't be fair, would it?
I would think that they would ask for more money from a movie.
Yeah, but it's more, like I said, it's more worth it if you're like a movie that's, a lot of the movies that would be up for Golden Globes or up for, the Oscars would be different because it's like you have to join the thing, so you do have to pay your dues or whatever. But,
right.
These are smaller, less blockbuster movies, smaller budget, sure, but also like this is how they get seen is by being nominated for these awards. And totally different for podcasts. The podcasts already are out there making huge money.
Right.
And they're going to keep making it as long as advertisers keep wanting to be a part of it, whatever.
Yeah. But I just want to know, because I think we don't really know how it all works behind the scenes. I have a somewhat of a glimpse. I know that Golden Globes has been like pretty much the one that's been exposed as the most corrupt.
Yeah, we don't want to know the Golden Globes.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
It's a joke. But
it kicks off award season, but it shouldn't.
But it is kind of nice to see behind the curtain to know that it is a pay-to-play model.
Yeah. If you can't afford $500, though, maybe you shouldn't be
I don't think it's you can't afford it. You just, as Joe Rogan, you don't want to pay it.
Yeah.
Why pay if you don't care?
And what would make you more likely to go out to the movies? 8772 RadioU. We've asked this before. A lot of the answers are usually like, if it was cheaper or if there were better movies. I don't remember anybody saying, if the theaters had beds. But that is just exactly what a cinema in Thailand has started up. They call themselves the Bed Cinema. And for the price of $36, that's not that much more than like a ticket to like a weekend movie.
It's about double.
Especially if you're talking like IMAX or something like that. Like that actually might be cheaper.
Cheaper than IMAX.
IMAX is pretty expensive.
I guess I haven't gone to an IMAX theater in a while.
Neither have I, because I don't think it's worth it.
I feel like the last time I went, it was probably around like $17.
Oh, it's gone up since then.
Really?
17 is like a normal movie if you don't go on the cheap day.
Yeah, well, I don't know if 17 is what you'll find. You might find more like 15, but it depends on the theater.
We're getting caught up in unnecessary details. The point is
the semantics.
That at the Bed Cinema in Bangkok, Thailand, for $36 or so, you would get a theater with a bed that fits 2 to 4 people.
So is this ticket just for the bed?
That's what I'm wondering too. I'm not clear on that.
So maybe
if it's like a drive-in where you just pay for the car.
For the car, yeah.
Which I don't think they really do anymore either.
Yeah,
they still charge you for tickets.
Yeah, charge per person. But if this is just for the bed, that might actually be a good deal.
Yeah, $36 and you split it 4 ways. You all just have to squeeze together.
Squeeze in the bed.
But it doesn't just come with the bed itself.
Okay.
They partner with a mattress company that's supposed to make like really nice mattresses there. But also you get pillows, slippers, and massage controls are built into the bed.
This is a massage bed.
Yeah.
Wow.
They also with that $36. Let's say it's still $36 per person, and you get all of that. You also get a lounge with complimentary popcorn, drinks, dried fruits. I love dried fruit at the movie, and also other things. So like just a whole snack bar that's included with your ticket.
It's complimentary?
Yeah.
Man.
So listen, if you're talking $36 for a ticket and it comes with all that, if you buy a ticket to a movie on a Saturday,
yeah,
and then go buy popcorn and a soda,
you're definitely
and a slushie,
spending more than $36.
Yeah, for sure. So this definitely, just on the deal of it alone, sounds really good. Plus, you get a massage bed.
I wonder what regular tickets cost in Thailand, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because growing up in Zambia, tickets were they were nowhere near how expensive they are here in the U.S. So that might be similar in Thailand. But okay, here's the thing. This idea sounds nice in theory, but like until you think about that somebody else just used this bed in the previous showing.
Yeah.
Like, are they changing sheets out every time?
Yeah.
Like, are they steam cleaning the bed?
Yeah. Even if the people are just sitting there watching the movie and they're eating popcorn at the same time, it's going to get like, if they don't clean the seats, if you don't clean the bed, there's going to be snack residue.
Yeah.
If nothing else on the bed. So
that is a good point.
That is a good point. But I mean, it sounds so relaxing, like my other concern is that I would fall asleep.
Yeah, that's
and then I paid $36 to sleep.
To sleep, yeah, that's what I would. And that's another worry too. I just think this is overall, I think would be probably pretty gross. Like, I just don't want to think about who else has been in the bed I'm currently sleeping in, because I know a lot of people are like thinking that with like hotels and stuff.
Yeah.
But at least we know with hotels for sure the sheets have been changed.
They're supposed to be changed.
Yeah, I know that.
I don't think you ever know for sure.
Yeah, it's all a problem with sharing beds with strangers. And so, yeah, I don't know if I really want that in a theater setting. I'd much rather just be in my own bed and watch a movie.
Yeah, that's the other thing. But your bed doesn't come with unlimited snacks.
It doesn't, but I could probably go to a store and spend $36 on snacks and be just as happy in my own bed.
Fired or Hired on RadioU mornings. Send in your advice for this one at 877-2-RADIO-U or with the talkback button in the RadioU app. We have a coworker who says, I know this sounds harsh, but I share a role with my coworker and I'm truly starting to get annoyed at how often I have to pretend to laugh at his jokes.
Oh, no.
It's not that the jokes are inappropriate or rude.
Good. That's good.
It's just straight up cringe. Talking with him is like reading a BuzzFeed article from 2012 with common words and phrases, including sure, Jan, adulting, and saying hashtag before words. Also, unironically quoting Mean Girls multiple times a day.
What's wrong with the quoting Mean Girls? Okay, I agree with the rest of that.
She says
really cringe.
Multiple times a day, every day. This guy really loves Mean Girls. It's probably the only movie he's seen. He always looks to me to laugh at his jokes, and I just can't find it in me to laugh anymore because it's 10 to 20 times a day. He's fairly nice. We wouldn't be friends outside of work, though he sends me 3 to 5 Instagram reels a day that I don't respond to.
Oh, no! Okay, that's pretty bad.
Where was I? But can be combative or defensive, so I don't know how to get him to catch on and catch the hint that his jokes aren't landing or imply it some other way. I've tried recently to engage with his jokes less, not looking at him or just smiling or just pretending I don't get the reference, but it's persisting.
Oh, boy.
I know this might come across as me being miserable, but sitting 5 feet from someone who constantly makes jokes I don't think are funny is driving me nuts. I don't want to hurt his feelings, but need help on shifting this dynamic back to being more professional. Any advice you guys have is appreciated.
Okay. Man, this is an interesting one.
Yeah.
It's obviously something that, I feel like a lot of people have struggled with.
100%. Very relatable. I definitely have been in this situation. I hope I've never been the
joke
joking
teller.
one. Yeah. 8772 RadioU. What is your advice for this person whose coworker will not stop making basically outdated jokes that aren't funny? They're just cringe.
#awkward.
And they have to endure this multiple times a day, day after day. You can also send in your advice with the talkback button in the RadioU app. We'll see what people are saying coming up. We are doing fired or hired. This is a simple one with a complicated answer, but the simple problem is we have a person who has a coworker that just keeps making cringe, outdated jokes. The way they described it was, it's like reading a 2012 BuzzFeed article.
Pretty rough.
Phrases like adulting and saying hashtag before stuff. I feel like that could even predate 2012, if I'm being honest. But
it could, but I know what she's talking about.
Yeah, for sure. And so she says that, it's one thing for a while, but he does it so many times a day.
Yeah.
And it's every day and always. And it's a lot of the same jokes. So how does she get him to stop, or how does she deal with this? Let us know your suggestions at 8772-RADIO-U or with the talkback button in the RadioU app. Jamie says, I have to deal with this every day with my boss.
Oh, no.
Just start hitting him back with even more cringe jokes. It'll work. She says he does it less now.
That's good. So she's found a proven method.
Yeah.
I also love Max's text because he's giving several options here. He says, create a bad joke bingo.
Yeah.
That would be fun. He said, send him a dead horse meme every time he sends or tells you an old joke or sends an old meme.
Oh, there you go.
That is funny. Yell skibbity at every old joke.
Yep.
And he says, at least you and your coworkers will get a laugh out of it. So there's a couple options there for you.
He kind of hits a lot of the thoughts that I might have had, which is one, skibbity, or just like use stuff that's more modern that he wouldn't get.
Right.
Until he maybe starts to feel bad. Or maybe like, I don't know, if you want to try to be sincerely funny, then maybe he'll get, like, maybe that will encourage him to get with the times a little bit, to modernize his sense of humor. I like gamifying it too, turning it into a bingo.
Turn it into bingo?
Yeah, just kind of like make it something for yourself of like, if he hits all of the classic things, then you get Chipotle that day.
Exactly.
You know, like some way of treating yourself to make it worthwhile. And I also feel like might be my favorite thing is, rather than like yell skibbity or like stuff that's more modern that he might not get, start making up stuff.
Oh.
And acting like he doesn't get it.
Oh, like you haven't heard of that before?
Yeah, exactly. Like just start acting like it's actually
a thing.
More modern, TikTok stuff, even though it's not. You can have so much fun with it until maybe he starts to like feel like he's out of the loop and maybe dies down a little bit. Yeah,
that could work. I also like Raven's idea. She says, honestly, just not laughing is an option.
Yeah.
She says, it's my favorite thing to do as an adult now, to just not laugh. I just don't laugh at things that aren't funny anymore. My boss makes the worst jokes in our meetings, and I just continue on with what I'm doing or saying, because why am I lying? It's exhausting. That's how I feel too. It's like, why lie? Why, pretend as if you're enjoying this if you're not?
Yeah, you've gotten really good at that here on RadioU.
Like, me laughing at all your jokes?
Of not doing it.
Not laughing at all your jokes?
Stonewalling me, yeah.
What? I feel like I laugh at like the end of every break.
I think you've gotten pretty good. Sometimes I throw some good stuff out there.
And I don't laugh at all?
Yeah,
I feel like I still laugh a lot.
I think you got a lot of practice. But it's a good skill. It's a good skill to have that I work on, because it is tough when you know somebody, and especially if it's just one-on-one, which this sounds like it is.
Yeah, you want to make it like less, you want to make it more comfortable.
Yeah, so that's another way to look at it, though, is like literally it's a skill of like you're practicing not laughing at this,
Yeah.
It's a social, like a social power you can have.
Well, and I think
'Cause
as
if
you
can-
become more comfortable in a relationship with a person, so maybe early on in our relationship being on the air together,
Mm-hmm.
it was a lot easier for me to laugh at something I wouldn't find funny, just to move on or
Yeah.
whatever. But now as we've gotten to know each other better, I'm
You
like,
don't wanna
I don't
hurt
need
my
to laugh at
feelings?
this joke.
Yeah.
Hudson needs to know I think this joke is terrible. But I still think I laugh a lot because I am not a hard person to get to laugh.
No,
like,
I think-
I'm not at all hard to make. I find things funny that no one else finds funny.
I think it's, I actually do think, like, as somebody who tries to be funny too, like, this is another way you can think of it for this guy. If he actually wants to be funny, he should have to earn the laughs. The worst thing is you saying your funny thing.
Right.
And the person just laughs regardless because
Right.
either they don't get it or they're just uncomfortable.
Yep.
You should have to actually earn it.
Yep.
And so if he starts questioning why you're not laughing, you could say that to him.
Exactly.
Just be like, you got to earn my laugh.
You have to earn it.
Yeah. If you ever have a fired or hired situation you need help with, email mornings@radiou.com, or hey, you could send it with the talkback button in the Radio U app too. Why not? Police in Michigan need your help. They're trying to figure out, they need tips on who might have stolen a bear.
A bear?
An actual bear.
Oh no, where's Nikki?
877. She's a suspect.
She's a suspect.
She should be.
I thought she would be the detective in this situation. Help
Detective
find the
Nikki.
missing bear.
Yeah, but who wants a bear more than Nikki?
I mean, I think she wants a bear a lot, but I also think she would want bears reunited with their homes.
True. 877-2 Radio U. This bear, not still alive.
Oh.
It's a taxidermied bear.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
So this is police in Michigan looking for who might have stolen a 6-foot costumed taxidermy bear. It was taken off of the front porch of a home in Allegan County, Michigan. That's Western Michigan,
Okay.
on Lake Michigan. This bear should kind of stick out because it was dressed in black, wearing. That's the
got
person.
black fur?
Yeah, it was a black bear.
Okay.
Wearing accessories including a necklace, a ring, a fake sheriff's badge, and it had a holster with a toy gun.
Oh my goodness.
The person that stole it was dressed in black, wearing glasses. They just walked up on this person's porch on Lakeshore Drive in Allegan County, Michigan, and just swiped that 6-foot taxidermy bear. And now it is nowhere to be found.
That bear could not have been easy to move.
6 feet, and it's taxidermy. So, like, that was a real bear. That's got to be pretty heavy. Even if it's even taxidermy, there's probably a lot of weight that's taken out of it. But still, 6 feet, that's taller than a lot of people, too.
Right.
That'd be. Did they have like a hand truck or something? Like a
Right.
Did they have a dolly?
Yeah, I'm like confused how they got this, but also like seeing pictures here, there was so much snow on the ground.
Yeah.
This was recent.
Uh-huh.
And when the snow was coming down, and that had to make it harder too.
I feel like
move.
this has to be like a very close neighbor of this person that had the bear initially.
Is this a prank?
I don't think it's a prank. I think they drive by this house often. They see this bear. They're like, I really like that bear. But where are you supposed to get a 6-foot taxidermy bear? And so finally their temptation got the better of them. And they're finally like, that's it. I just must have the bear. This is a
Classic
a
coveting
crime of
situation.
passion. Yeah, a crime of passion. They just love this. This is why I think it was Nikki. She loves bears so much.
But she doesn't live in Michigan.
No, yeah, that's true.
You think she would have driven up there during a storm?
You're underestimating how much she loves bears.
I don't think she was doing this.
Although there had to have been, especially like you have to go through Tennessee on the way. There must have been some other bear sculptures
options.
on the way.
Yeah, no.
For her in Florida.
There are other bear lovers out there.
I guess she's not the only one. She's not alone.
Yeah.
But maybe they're in, like some kind of Facebook groups or something.
Yeah, I was going to say, she is a bear lover, which means she can help us know other bear lovers.
Yeah, maybe there's some kind of hints on like the bear Reddits or something like that.
Right.
That Nikki might be a part of that.
I feel like what we're coming out with is like, how the FBI eventually started like criminal behavior unit.
Yeah.
And they began doing that by interviewing serial killers to help them find other serial killers.
Yeah.
That's what we need to do. We got to interview Nikki to figure out this bear lover's thief.
Or just like in Law and Order, where they're trying to find the missing girl that was at a bar the day before, and they walk into the bartender and they show him a picture. We go to Nikki. Does this bear look familiar to her? And she goes, no, why? Has something happened to it? That's always what they say. Yeah, that's why the police are here.
Yeah, that's why we're talking to you.
Yeah. So we got to get to the bottom of this for this
this is
missing
a
bear. This is
travesty.
a priceless artifact. 6 feet taxidermy bears dressed like a sheriff are not easy to come by.
No.
We need justice for this bear. Get your popcorn ready. It's our Friday tradition, the Weekend Watch List, letting you know which movies are new that you could be watching in theaters and at home this weekend. We got a lot to get to. Lots of options this weekend, starting with Send Help, starring Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien, and directed by Sam Raimi.
Really?
Yeah, from like Spider-Man and Evil Dead.
Yeah.
And Doctor Strange, right?
I think so.
A woman and her overbearing boss become stranded on a deserted island after a plane crash. They must overcome past grievances and work together to survive, but ultimately, it's a battle of wills and wits to make it out alive.
Sounds almost like Lord of the Flies, but like with adults.
Yeah. So definitely Sam Raimi getting it, sticking with the horror. It's Send Help is now in theaters. It has a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow.
Very well received. Michael Phillips of the San Francisco Chronicle says, at its simplest, we have a performance showcase for Dylan O'Brien's artfully restrained sniveling and especially for Rachel McAdams' miraculous shape-shifting abilities.
Shape-shifting.
Love Rachel McAdams.
She is fantastic.
Yeah, what an amazing Canadian. Also in theaters this weekend is Shelter, starring Jason Statham. He's like the new Liam Neeson.
Yeah, he really is.
Every winter after the holidays, you get a Jason Statham action movie in theaters.
Yep.
On a remote coastal island, a former assassin living in self-imposed exile rescues a young girl from a deadly storm. As their lives start to intertwine, he must protect the orphan while battling enemies from his past.
Protect the orphan.
Shelter is now in theaters. It has a 71% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
Mark Kennedy of the Associated Press says, Shelter is everything you expect a Jason Statham movie to be, no more and no less.
And at this point, we do have a formula.
And I'm telling you, that was Liam Neeson every January. And that was the review for every movie. It's like,
it's a Liam Neeson movie.
Yeah, Liam Neeson action movie. Also in theaters this weekend, we get one more. Iron Lung, directed and starring Markiplier.
Really?
From YouTube, yeah.
Oh, I have heard of this.
Yeah.
This is like the bloodiest horror movie ever, right?
It's supposed to be pretty bloody.
Yeah.
I mean, literally it says, survivors of the apocalypse launch an expedition to a barren moon with an ocean of blood.
Ew.
Yeah. It doesn't have enough reviews to have a Rotten Tomatoes score, but everything I've been seeing about it has been fairly positive.
Okay.
And Allison Foreman of IndieWire says, Iron Lung is audacious and at times astonishingly boring. Still, it feels more enthusiastic and celebratory than many blockbuster adaptations built on safer math.
Adaptations?
Yeah.
Is it adapting some type of a piece of work?
I don't have that information.
Okay.
In front of me.
Why else would she say that?
I'm not sure. Finally, new at home this weekend, you could watch The Wrecking Crew starring Jason Momoa and Dave Bautista. Survivors of the apocalypse launch an expedition to a bear. Wait, no, that's the same.
I was like, what?
Hold on. Estranged half-brothers, Johnny and James, reunite after their father's mysterious death as they search for the truth. Buried secrets reveal a conspiracy threatening to tear their family apart.
Wow.
The Wrecking Crew is now on Prime Video. It has a 79% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Not terrible.
And Barry Hertz of Globe and Mail says, all the bloody, emphatically R-rated chaos is also stitched together by genuinely warm and funny performances from its two leading slabs of beef.
What a description. We got some good reviews today.
I love these reviewers. They have a way with words.
They do.
Also this weekend, Wonder Man, the new Marvel series, is on Disney+.
I've heard good things about this show.
I have too. Also, the new season of Bridgerton is on Netflix. Have you ever watched Bridgerton?
I have. I gotta say, I did not like the last season or how the last season ended. And so I don't have a Netflix subscription right now. And I don't think I'll be watching the new season.
Why do I feel like Bridgerton will be the most successful out of all the things we just listed?
Oh, it absolutely will be.
Is, right? It's like season 4.
Super popular. Yeah. And the first season was like one of the top watch shows on Netflix. I don't know if it still holds that title, but yeah, it's gonna be in the top 10 for sure.
All right, let us know what you watched this weekend at 877-2-RADIO-U or with the talkback button in the RadioU app. We love to see and hear your reviews and share them on the show. That's your weekend watch list. We'll see you at the movies. We've already talked about pot pie a couple times. It literally came up earlier this morning because I like I said to John from the brand new band Alios, pot pie is my favorite pie.
Favorite pie.
It really is better.
I think that's a valid answer.
Dessert is good, but I feel like a chicken pot pie is even better.
I'm a big fan of savory pie.
Yeah. So this is why I think this could be kind of exciting. KFC is testing a new take on pot pie.
Okay.
They already, of course, have their classic chicken pot pie, but what could make that even better? What if it was handheld?
Ooh.
It's like a pot pie hot pocket.
Yeah, I love this.
A pocket pie.
This was a very popular thing in Zambia. There was a chain called King Pie, and it would be all sorts of different savory pies that were handheld pies.
Yeah.
And those were so good.
Kind of like an empanada.
Yes, yes, a lot like that. And you would have like a little cardboard thing to hold it. So think similar to McDonald's pie. But it would only be on the edge.
Yeah, right.
And oh man, I miss king pies so much. We would get that for lunch on Sundays sometimes, and those were so good.
Yeah, and you think about, so much of food is like, how can we make it portable and convenient on the go with our busy lifestyles?
Right.
And like you think a lot of stuff, particularly for like breakfast and whatever, it's like, we'll wrap it in a burrito. But what's better? Or wrap it in a tortilla. What's better, a tortilla or a pie crust? I mean, come on.
The pie crust is so good.
It's definitely better.
All
now,
flaky and so good.
It's not healthier.
No.
But you're going to KFC. Who are you trying to fool? Why would you? Why? Now, my question is, once this is actually, because they're testing it now at certain locations, but once this would go nationwide, why would you even sell the other kind of pie? It's obviously inferior. The pie we need a knife and fork for.
Well, I think some people, if they're like sitting down at the restaurant or something, they still would prefer that version. But yeah, if
sitting down at KFC,
I don't know many people that would do that today.
KFC doesn't want you there.
Yeah, I kind of agree. But yeah, I think some people still will go order like a family meal and bring it home and eat it at the dinner table or whatever. So I think this has a lot of applicability to fast food, but I don't think this necessarily means you get rid of your other type of pot pie.
I guess I would be like, why would I ever order the fork version? So if we can make chicken pot pie, that's not like a new type of pie.
No.
But if we can make that portable and convenient at KFC, what other foods could we put into pie to make?
So many others. I mean, that King Pie place had a whole menu of just different savory pies.
Yeah.
And so I loved that place.
We should, maybe in a way, it'd be like kind of cultural appropriation, but we should just bring that here to the United States.
I 100% agree.
This is our like money-making big business idea is making a pie restaurant.
Yes.
Why doesn't this exist?
Yes, I agree. It might exist somewhere, but King Pie, I think it was a South African chain. I don't know if it still exists today, but it needs to come back because it was so good.
They need to expand here to the United States before we beat them to the punch and start selling our own homemade portable pies that are for all meals of the day.
Yes.
Oh, breakfast pie?
I think they had some breakfast pies.
Dang. Well, we've done the weekend watch list today. If you missed it, that'll be in the RadioU podcast. But maybe the movies that have been coming out recently, they're just not for you, and you want something. It's time for movie creators to get with the times and to modernize,
Okay.
and make a movie about steal a brain rot.
What is that?
8772 Radio U. You've never played Steal a Brainrot?
Nope.
You didn't play that last year on Roblox.
I don't play Roblox. I've never played Roblox. I know what it is, but I have no idea how it works, and I don't play it.
Steal a Brainrot was one of the most popular games on Roblox. I'm sure it's probably still in the, one of the trending games somewhere, but it was particularly popular last year. And when you think of all the particularly Italian brain rots that were also popular last year, Bombardillo, Crocodilo, Tung 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 Sahur, the 6-7 meme.
Well, 6-7 I know, but the other references I've never heard of.
These Ballerina Cappuccina, these would come at, it's like a game where you have your vault, and the characters will come out. Sometimes they're common, sometimes they're rare, sometimes they're mythic, and you can buy them. You have to keep locking your vault, though, to keep the ones that you've bought from being stolen by other players, but you can go steal theirs if they leave their vault unlocked. And then you also earn money for the game with these characters you have. The better they are, the more money you earn to buy more characters.
Okay.
And this is Steal a Brainrot.
Yeah.
Now they're turning that into a movie.
They're turning it into a movie?
It's being turned into a movie, yes.
Oh my gosh.
According to Deadline, the film is going to translate the game's competitive structure and chaotic tone to the big screen, placing audiences inside a world where every heist can change your run and every rival is positioned to strike back.
Interesting. Are they going to have the brain rot characters that you just mentioned in it?
I feel that they may not have any other choice but to do that.
Well, and I feel like because it's brain rot, right, and internet created, it's probably not copywritten.
I don't think any of those, those AI characters, I don't think anybody really owns them.
Yeah.
But I will say, clearly the creators of this movie didn't hear about the great meme reset of 2026. These are we're done with these. We're moving on.
Well,
it's 2026. It's time for better memes.
And I feel like that's kind of how it is every year.
Yeah.
We reset.
It's already reset. And by the time this movie comes out, those are going to be so outdated.
Well, maybe they won't be using those ones. They'll just be using some. But whatever's used is going to be of the time.
Because the game would change so quickly if it stays relevant that, if it incorporates the great meme reset, that the memes are constantly going to be changing. But you can't keep changing the memes that are in the movie. Yeah,
because you'd have to refilm the movie all the time.
So this feels like Hollywood just not getting it,
Yeah, you mentioned Hollywood getting with the times. It's kind of impossible for them to really, really get with the times with how fast things change now.
Well, also remember, you don't have to turn everything into a movie.
I 100% agree with that sentiment.
Some things don't have to be movies.
Yep.
And as much as Steal a Brainrot was fun to play, it doesn't have to be a movie. There really wasn't much to it. I don't know how they're going to do this.
Yeah, that's kind of the sense I'm getting. I never even played it. It sounds pretty simple.
But I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I'm not even going to theorize.
Hollywood can make a movie out of anything.
Yeah, they don't pay me enough to come up with a Steal a Brainrot movie that actually makes sense.
Thanks for listening to the RadioU podcast. Don't forget to rate and review the show.